Hello, my name is Jia and my groupmates Ting, Ho, and Norshahira will be running through on our selected company, Caslery. So what we'll be going through with you today is giving an overview of the company itself, provide a few recommendations to generate or increase the company's revenue, strategies to save on the cost while implementing the above recommendations, and at the same time ensure that the customer experience is not compromised, and hopefully even enhance it to help build loyalty towards the company as well. So I will now be passing the floor over to Norshahira to let her introduce more about the company. Over to you.
Thank you, Jai. My name is Shahira and I will give a brief overview of our chosen company, Kasuri. Kasuri is a local furniture design brand founded in 2013. It practices direct-to-consumer (DTC) business model and uses an online platform for sales and showrooms. Its market expanded from local Singapore market to Australia and US market from 2017 onwards, targeting consumers interested in luxury modern furniture like young homeowners. Kasuri uses augmented reality (AR) tools for furniture visualization. For example, its Room Designer tool in its website. In 2020, it launches an app showcasing 250 AR-related products for customization and cross-selling with other products. The adaptation of direct-to-consumer's (DTC) business model allows it to directly engage with customers, for example, feedback, live chat support, and social media networking. It supports e-commerce services with secured payment platforms, including 0% interest installments. Kasuri uses an ERP enterprise resource planning system for its everyday processes. It integrates with WMS warehouse management system from Manhattan Associates in 2017 and Kinexis AI-driven solutions in 2023. It focuses on product visualization using augmented reality (AR) technology. So these adaptations contribute to increased percentage revenue yearly and expanding its market to other countries, with US bringing them majority of the revenue. There are, however, room for improvements for increased revenue. Jai will elaborate more about this.
Thanks, Shah. With Caslery expansion beyond Singapore and even tapping into other regions such as the US, the Australia, we came up with 3 recommendations that could potentially increase the company's revenue as well. So number 1 is to enhance the customization of products. What do we mean by this? As of present, Caslery do offer product customization to a limited degree. They are offering, let's say, a sofa, being able to add or remove a seat. They're able to change the color. That's all. So we would like to suggest adding more customization features, such as determining the dimensions of the sofa, whether it is able to edge fit, or even, let's say, the materials of the product. With more options to offer, it can cater to different needs, different preferences for each individual. So you might ask then, how does this lead to more revenue? In fact, product customization, right, has enabled sellers to charge for more of a premium price. Not only does the perceived value of the goods go up, the exclusivity of the product is also there, because imagine you are the only person, or like one out of one type of table, one out of one type of furniture, right? This allows Caslery to even charge up to an additional 20% for each unique goods there are. Moreover, the research has shown that sales conversion has increased by 22 to 30% when product customizations are introduced. Secondly, introduce a subscription service. Yes, they do offer a membership loyalty program, sort of those that operates through a credit system. It rewards members whenever they make a purchase. Then these credits can then be used to offset the cost of a second purchase in the future from Caslery. So having a subscription service on top of the loyalty program does bring an additional source of revenue for Caslery themselves. So just some example is, let's say, with operation being in countries like US, Australia, the services could have subscription boxes that includes different homes decor or usable small appliances such as lamps, candle holders, decorative frames, or even more like let's say in-season items for holidays, Chinese New Year, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It can be sent to members quarterly or even every few months depending on the season itself. So like I mentioned over here, it can be have a curated item that delivers to the customer doorsteps, bringing the personal touch during those periods of time. Last strategy that we are thinking of implementing is a buy now pay later scheme. So despite Kesslery's furniture, being priced quite reasonably, the upfront cost of a furniture in general can still deter customers from even making the purchase from the get-go. By allowing customers to purchase and split their payments in installments, be it with low or no interest, customers are more likely and more willing to go through with the purchase. In fact, right, buy now pay later scheme does increase the likelihood of a purchase from 70 to 26%. The shopping carts on average are also 10% larger, and it has proven to be a long-term success for businesses. Moreover, with Kesslery operating in countries like the US, implementing such feature where it is super popular, where it is even being used for like groceries or like meals, buy now pay later has shown to increase sales quite effectively, and at the same time are known to make budgeting easier for the masses as well. So to sum up, the 3 strategies we have proposed is to enhance the product customization, introduce a subscription service, and implement a buy now pay later. So not only does all these strategies that Kesslery is able to tap into to consumers' preferences, it also offers a more tangible way to boost revenue through higher conversion rates and value adding to the clients. So with that, I'll now hand it over to Manho, who will be sharing more on certain cost-saving strategies that the company can be using.
Thanks, Jiayi. Let me present on how Kesslery can use a cost-saving strategy on their business platform. First, just-in-time production strategy. Kesslery can reduce the cost by adopting a just-in-time production strategy or JIT. This means products are only produced after the customer confirms the order. With the implementation of technology to allow for customization, it allows the customer to make their adjustment and view the final product virtually while they are exploring the option. It enables companies to offer a larger variety of choices for each product without mass producing every combination of the product line. Low product inventory avoid obsolescence and inventory write-off. Let's talk about how it is a cost saving. First, it can lower inventory costs that do not need to hold a larger amount of finished product, less money tied up in unsold stock, and reduce the risk. Second, improve cash flow, which means more liquidity for the businesses. Cost saving can be used to allow for more customization to tailor different individuals. Last, less waste. Products are made with consumer need, reducing unnecessary production. Let's look at how Kesslery's current implementation of ERP. They can use a different source of data for forecasting. Second, they can keep track of inventory and adjust a buffer stock in real time. Next, it will automatically trigger restock notification. Last, lead time indicator and determining which product can be delivered within a time frame. On the warehouse side, they can use a WMS system. They can optimize the furniture arrangement. It can minimize the warehouse space. Second, it can integrate to the ERP system because to improve the accuracy of inventory. Last, reduce the stock out and fulfillment time. To show this in action, let's take Amazon as a case study and how Amazon leverage ERP system for success. They can reduce the operational cost with automation. It can speed up ordering fulfillment. Second, they can integration with warehouse management system WMS. They can prevent overstocking and save on warehouse costs. Next, they can demand forecasting to predict what customer will order. It can analyze data to predict future inventory need to minimize waste. Last, reduce error. It can reduce the shipping error and return shipping due to fulfillment error. There are two proposal strategy. First, implement the JIT production strategy. Currently, they are working with a third-party logistic. Recommend for them transit to JIT production further to reduce warehouse costs. Next, furniture products are relatively seasonal. This can help save on warehouse costs. Second proposal is an ERP to automate their customer service online. To engage with the customers using a chatbot to solve inquiry during and after operating hours. It can save on manpower costs and increase the efficiency. Second, deliver faster service to the customer. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Maho. So now I will be moving on to the customer service segment of the presentation. The first suggestion that we have to enhance the customer service experience is to actually improve on the live chat customer service feature. So what they currently have is basically like a small icon located on the side of their web page, which redirects them to their WhatsApp chat. It functions just like a regular chat conversation on the app itself. However, what we propose is to adopt like a chatbot to operate 24 hours around the clock. It can answer simple and common customer inquiries while redirect them to the staff for complicated issues. It can still be located conveniently on the corner of the web page and opens into a small chat window when click on it. This allows for seamless customer service assistance. So how will this actually enhance the customer service experience? This actually increases the e-business value proposition as it offers convenience and personalization of service. It offers a smoother and seamless process for the online support service. We cannot assume that everybody uses WhatsApp, although it is a popular app itself. There are also other messaging apps on the market like WeChat and Telegram. So with this feature implemented, this can actually cover a wider net of audience. With the implementation of this feature, it can also promote customer loyalty towards the brand. They can provide a positive and personalized services for each customer by being responsive and resolve their issues in a timely manner. Based on a Gartner report, when the customer feel that they have received a valuable interaction from the customer service, there is actually an 82% probability of repurchasing from the same company. The next suggestion that we have is to improve on their AR implementation. Currently, what they have is a feature that allows them to virtually place their furniture or products using their own device camera. It helps them to visualize how their products will fit in a real-world situation, as it estimates the dimension of the space that is being captured. However, this feature is not available for every product on their website. We recommend to improve on their AR feature to allow for the smart tech to analyze their surrounding or space and to recommend a suitable product based on the captured surrounding. They can recommend based on the color scheme of the surrounding that is detected and the material aesthetic of the place captured using the AI. And how does this enhance the customer's experience, you may ask? This actually encourages the customization of products for each different customers. They can have a personalized shopping experience for each individual as they will be recommended different products based on their own backgrounds. And best part of all, they can have their products customized to fit their own requirements. Based on what was discussed in Section 2, it has come to show that customization can increase customers' overall satisfaction with the products, and there is actually a higher sales conversion rate by almost 15%. So we have come to the end of our presentation. We hope you have an insightful session with us, and we thank you for your time.